Hi class, this is Professor Lee. Now, in this video, I want to show you how to do three things. I want to show you how to access your electronic textbook. I want to show you the resources that you have to help you with each topic. And then number three, I want to show you how to access your homework assignments. Now, in this video, I'm going to use section 1.7 as our example for how to access section 1.7 in your e-textbook, and then the resources that you have to help you with that section, and then how to access the homework assignments. Okay, so in front of you, this is Canvas. So let me show you how to first get to MyMathLab. I'm going to click on our tile right here for Math 0405. On the left-hand side is our navigation pane. You want to click on course material. Next, you want to look for your Math 0405 Math Foundations. This, once you found this, click Launch Courseware. Next, you want to click on the orange tab that says Open My Lab and Mastering. So left click that. And for me, I need to click on View Student Home so I can see this as you would see it. Okay, so first let's go to our electronic textbook or e-textbook. Okay, on the left-hand side of our menu pane, you come down to e-text/print reference. So left click that, and this is where your um, textbook is located. You see this blue tab here, or blue link. Click the blue link. And this is your e-textbook. Now let's go to section 1.7, which is exponents and order of operations. In your upper left-hand corner, the first icon says home. The second icon says table of contents. That's what you want to click to get to section 1.7. So left click, and now let's scroll down because we're looking for section 1.7, and here it is. Left click. And now you're in section 1.7. Just a reminder that in class, this is what we use for our lecture notes. Okay, so it's good to know how to get to the section that we're working on, so you'll be able to follow along as I work through the different examples here. But anyway, I want you to see that this is section 1.7. You've got your objectives, and there are videos for each of these objectives, and I'll show you where they are. But this is your electronic textbook. And you can see it's got the objective, it's got things written in different colors, which is really good. Helps to highlight, for example, three is a factor 5 times. So three times three times three times three times three can be written as 3 to the 5th. And you can see the arrow points to the 3, which is the base. And then in red, it points to the 5, which is the exponent. Another good thing about our e-textbook is not only does it give you problems, like right here it says evaluate, and it shows you how to rewrite 9 squared. On the left-hand side of your page, it gives you practice problems, and then it gives you the answers at the bottom also. So that is very good. Let me move this out the way so I can move to the next page of section 1.7. In particular, I want to show you the detail they provide you for order of operations. They give you your instructions here. Order of operations is another word for PEMDAS, PEMDAS. You may remember that as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, but it has to do with what operations do you do first, and here are the rules for that. I like the fact that for each example, they give you what the problem is. Like here is 2 times 4 minus 3 divided by 3. And they give you the solution. You can come back and read through this and then work through this step by step. Now, we will cover these examples in class. Essentially, these are our lecture notes. But I think it's important for you to know how to access um, this section in your e-textbook. And remember, this works for all your sections that we cover, not just 1.7. Okay, so that's it for the e-textbook. Now let's go to the place where your resources are available to help you with section 1.7. So let's go back to MyMathLab. We clicked here for the e-textbook. To get to your resources, come down here to Multimedia Library and left click. And then what pops up is you have chapter, section, and media type. These are the different types of help that you have available. All right, to get to section 1.7, let's choose from all chapters. Let's choose chapter 1. And then for section, let's choose section 1.7. And now to see all the tools that you have, click select all and then find now. And then you have to scroll down. And you'll see for section 1.7, you've got animation, you've got this vocabulary check, and then you have section lecture videos. And remember for section 1.7, we had objectives A, B, C, and D. Well, here are videos that go right along with that section. And over here, you also have PowerPoints for section 1.7. Real quick, I want to just show you a little bit of the video that they have for section 1.7 objective A. And you can use these to reinforce what we cover in class. In particular, if you have missed class, you can always come here and watch the video, pause, take notes, and work through things as you watch the video. So I'm going to left click here, and then you would click start. I'm going to play not the whole thing, but just a little bit.
During this segment, we will introduce exponents and order of operations. Let's begin by looking at the following product. I have a factor of 12, another factor of 12, and a third factor of 12. There is a shorthand notation we can use when we have repeated multiplication of that same factor, in this case 12.
Now, if you were at home watching this, I would suggest that you hit pause and then write down what she's going through, write down what she has on the board, on a whiteboard, so that you're just going step by step and you're able to follow her. And these videos are outstanding. It's great step by step instruction. I think it's very, very easy to follow. So, do your best to make use of these resources because they really are valuable and helpful.
And it's called exponential notation. So we can write this as that repeated number 12, and then how many times is it repeated? It's repeated 3 times. So I write that just above and a little bit smaller to the right. Now we call this 3. It's called an exponent. That's the number of times that the base, in this case 12, is a factor. And I just mentioned what this number is called. It's called the base.
I like how she takes her time and is explaining that the 12 is multiplied by itself 3 times, and then she writes it in exponential form, where 12 is your base and 3 is your exponent. And she does this type of great explanation in all her videos. And I think it's just a great way to supplement what we do in our class. So let me close this. So please keep in mind that you have all of these things available for you for not just section 1.7, but for all the different sections that we're going to cover, for all the different sections and for all the different chapters. Okay, last thing is now, how do you access your homework assignments? Okay, let's go find the homework assignment for section 1.7. What you want to do, go back to your left-hand side panel, and we're looking for assignments. Click assignments. And the way this is laid out is you have due dates. So that lets you know when a particular assignment is due. And tells me I'm past due. Uh-oh, I better come back and work this out. Okay. But anyway, you can see here that on August 31st at 11:59 p.m., you had this interactive assignment 1.1 that was due. I had section 1.2 that was due, section 1.3, section 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. If I keep scrolling down, I can see that my next set of homework that's due on 9/7, September 7th, are these sections, section 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, and so forth. So just by scrolling down, you will be able to see not only what you have to do, but you can also see when it's due. And these dates and sections are also located on your Canvas calendar. Okay. But now let's go ahead and access section 1.7. Hello. It's now past due. Boo. Okay, since I'm viewing this as a student and I haven't done it, I can't access it. But if I come out of the student view for a second, let me get out of you all's view and look at it from just my regular view. Let's go back, 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 back. Okay. Assignments. It's still showing up as the student view. Give me a second to get this thing figured out. Let me hit the pause button and then come back. Course tools, assignment manager. Okay, and so now we continue. Now I'm inside section 1.7, homework, exponents, and order of operations. You can see that there were 20 problems. And now when you're ready to start, uh, click start, or you can just click on question number 1. Now, the way this is laid out is within MyMathLab, they'll give you the problem up here, and then there will be instructions down here. If you have to move this around, you can click on this um, bar and move it up and move it down. Let me find an example that shows you how to use the help that they give you. Okay, here's one. Okay, so for question 2, it's asking us to evaluate 22 to the first power. Now the answer is 22. But suppose you didn't know that the answer was 22. What you could do is come down and click on Help Me Solve This. And what this will do is this will walk you through how to solve this particular problem. So I clicked on it, and now you can read through to evaluate an exponential expression, and it continues on with the instructions. Now, once you walk through the Help Me Solve This and you understand it, you will get another problem that's very similar to this one. And then you will work that one out. And once you get that correct, then the red X will turn to a green check mark. Okay, so let's suppose here's my next problem. Remember the former or previous problem was 22 to the first power. Now this is 25 to the first power, which is just 25. So type my answer, hit check answer. Nice work. Next question. Click that. Sometimes you have a drop down. Okay, I'm going to skip past that. Okay, they're asking us here, write using exponential notation. And what this means is, okay, this is going to be 2 raised to some power. Well, what's the power going to be? Well, it's how many 2's do we have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be 2 to the eighth. But suppose you didn't know. Well, you could now click View an Example. And what this does, it gives you an example that's very similar to your problem. And so now you can work through this example. And then once you're done with this problem, you can come back to your original problem and then work this out. So we said this was how many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to be 2. And now to get the exponent, I can come down here and I can choose this button to give me a superscript or something I can use for my exponent, 2 to the eighth, and then check answer. Excellent. And you move on to the next problem. So class, that's it. In this video, we walk through how to access your e-textbook. I showed you how to uh, find the resources that can help you with a particular section. And then we just walked through how to access your homework assignments and how to use the help that's available within that homework section. You could also click on the Ask My Instructor, and you could send me an email, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I could. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks a lot. If you had any questions, you can do two things. You can send me an email using our Canvas inbox, or you can send me an email through our collin.edu. And my email is martinlee@collin.edu. Thanks, everybody. Take care.